Yo, Charlie Kirk was knocked off a couple days ago. And they say, man, the frequency you put out is the frequency that return. You feel what I'm saying? That's really what it is, and a lot of people got to understand that. You're a radical. You feel me? You're a radical. You got radicalized rhetoric. You see, radicals attract radicals. You see, birds of a feather flock together. You see, that's really what it is. They be, verbally violent. Verbally violent, verbally radical. You see, but pretend that they somehow it's, freedom of speech. Yeah, some people abuse they freedom of speech. You see, they abuse it. They open up their mouth just to, be confrontational. They ain't gonna even fucking open up their mouth for nothing else but to be confrontational. And it is what it is. But in the wake of what happened to Charlie Kirk, for white people to somehow be mad at black people, it is what it is. You see, we got a stray blessing. You see, how people be saying you catching strays and shit. We got a stray blessing. We didn't have nothing to do with it. But he always had his mouth running about black people. And actually, when he got plugged, he was talking about black people then. As soon as he opened up his mouth and said something. So what is the irony in that? People's always talking about God and man. Who you think, some people see that as a godly ordained situation. Who controls God? You see, who controls God? God take a lot of motherfuckers up off of here. You can see it in the Bible for things. I was reading about Judah and Judah's sons, his first two sons, God took them. Say he took his first son, Er. You see, because he was wicked in the Lord's sight. It didn't say what he did, just say he was wicked in the Lord's sight. And God just took him. You see? And so, yeah, God is God take motherfuckers up off of here, for whatever reason. And so, God, why would God, someone who is in God's good grace, and why would God allow that to happen? You feel me? Yeah, so we got to quit abusing your speech and abusing God, to validate your own sickness and wickedness.